Thank you for MVNO Nation to give me this opportunity to expand all the information that we shared some time ago regarding the IoT ecosystem. My name is Santiago Gómez. I'm sales director in JSC Ingenium, part of the Ingenium Group technology, and partner of Alai Technology, Alai Secure Technology company. What we have seen from the emergence of IoT new business opportunity is that the generalist operators, I mean the Taiwan operators, have been mainly focused on mass market, on mass solutions. Nevertheless, IoT opportunities are more oriented towards vertical and specific segments, and it's not the key market for the Taiwan operators. Then this specialization required very specific services and offerings that full MVNOs can develop far away from those general service catalogs. And then the role that these MVNOs will play is to cover such niche solutions that will finally become in many millions of devices distributed in many different segments served by very specialized MVNOs. It is not easy to predict what will happen in our sector in coming years. JSC Ingenium view is that the evolution of MVNOs will depend a lot on the region that we are talking about, and for sure on the specialization for those MVNOs. I will expand. It is not the same market momentum in Europe or Latin America as an example. Then the same vertical may be in a different development status, and this will be a key on that future development. For many years, we have heard that internet mobile connection will grow for billions, and the driver for this growth it will be IoT, not population for sure. And if we analyze any potential vertical target, we see that what we need is to understand quite well this the sector that we are focusing on, and to have a very close relationship with the companies in that region that we will focus to succeed. And to achieve this, it is necessary to have a very specialized operator, and the MVNO model is the perfect model for that. In fact, nowadays in JSC Ingenium, we have been receiving for the last month and continually receiving requests from IoT resellers to become MVNO, looking for their own independency from the big operator to become competitive. And I could say that it is not a low-cost competition any longer. It's a specialization competition. We mentioned in our previous presentation LoRaWAN just as an example of a new access technology. In fact, in our daily activity, we see a growing interest in new LP1 technologies, low power wide access network technologies. JSC solution nowadays supports not only LoRaWAN that I mentioned before, but also LTM access technology, and Narrowband IoT is included in our roadmap for the next release, because it is quite important for the MVNOs to be ready to provide access anywhere and with any available access technology. We need to think about the IoT business is worldwide, then we can find many different environments. Okay, in my previous presentation for MVNO Nation, I saw a number of different segments. In fact, Alai has a number of customers from different verticals that could be a good example as case study. But if we need to choose one of them, I should choose elevators. The reason to choose this segment is because it was one of the first machine-to-machine target market for Alai. And it provides wide opportunity, not also for emergency calls, that it was the original goal of these IoT deployments, but also nowadays we see advertisement, new screens on elevators, etc. And this is a good example because it shows an important evolution from a service just providing SIMs to be complemented later on with intelligent network services from the networks and also intelligence into the SIMs. I mean, we see in a case study like that the evolution came from voice originally for those emergency calls that I mentioned, then to telecontrol or telemetry for these elevators. And nowadays we see that we can expand the business and the revenues with this new advertisement. And all this has required a parallel evolution in the supporting network. All these capabilities are not so easy to be introduced in tier 1 or tier 2 networks, and that they are more generalistic. There is not a single factor to succeed on IoT. To succeed, I should comment that there is a number of factors, a combination of different factors. The first one and the more important one, when I talk with my customer, I see Alai as my customer, is their own customer orientation. They are high specialized in secure communications, and also the relationship with the customers allows them to manage that number, thousands or millions of devices that are not so intelligent as human ones, through different processes that are very oriented to the customer, the certification, heterogeneous and local markets, etc. And for sure, the independence as full MVNO and having a platform capable and adaptable to Alai's necessity based on the JSC technology is also a key for that success. If you are talking about subscription growth and the solutions scalability, we need to consider that IoT subscriptions in general have different profiles to the, let's say, standard human subscribers. And these requirements are so low in terms of network usage and consumption that the scaling is ensured. In fact, technology is ready nowadays for those predicted billions of devices, okay? And from a business perspective, even if the revenue per subscription is not so high, like in a, let's say, a standard human subscription, the volumes justify the investment in independent platforms, then there is a good area for the full MVNOs to develop. Then, how do we scale from a business perspective? Mainly through platforms that are able to support multi-enterprise, multi-brands, and all that relies on a multi-tenant capacity to support many different environments, and also with a multi-brand approach, many reselling agreements. My advice should be a summary on all previous messages that I shared. I think that the main one is a high specialization, both in business and also from a network perspective, okay? To have very clear targets and not also on the customers, but also on the verticals that the IoT operator wants to attack. A very good customer care, that means that you need, as an IoT operator, to focus on the business and not in the technology, having a good technology partner, a company that provides you the network and the services that you need, let you to focus on your own business. And for sure, an independent platform, I will repeat that MVNO model fits quite well, because you can define your own solution, your own products, and not rely on more generalist solutions that the tier ones or the, let's say, the operators that can resell that service will provide. I think that's all, and thank you very much for MVNO Nation for the opportunity to share our view, and I hope that any new MVNO IoT company will succeed in the next coming years. Thank you.